Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Pigeon City, the only city whose indigents are called villages. It has recently come to my attention that it's like I never say my live, laugh, learn, but I don't know how to work it in because I prefer the only city. I can't say. I'm confusing myself. Because I prefer the only city whose indigents are called villages. But hey, don't forget to live, laugh, and learn. It worked. Welcome again. I am Sister Edem. Today's episode is not going to come out on Sunday, it's going to be late. I just know it because what had happened was that vocal is that I was dating this guy. I was dating because he asked me to come by one certain day. Now, too many distractions, okay? It's about time mama moved elsewhere. And the planes don't stop passing. Right now, a plane is passing. Charlie. Alrighty, so today's episode, I'm going to tell you 3 of the most embarrassing things that have happened to me. Like, let me first get this out of the way. Not everything that is embarrassing to you is embarrassing to me. So you may have seen me in some situations, something, wearing something, doing something that you think is embarrassing, but it's not going to be among this list because I didn't find it embarrassing. Right, these things happened to me, so embarrassing. I've learned to live through them. Let me tell you about them. So I'm going to take it from the oldest to the latest. All right, so this first one, I was in, I think, upper primary, and we had this kind of like exchange program, but we didn't travel abroad. So we would go to Gempa campus, and then we would do a Skype call with students from Sri Lanka, have a conversation with them, talk about our school, our lives and things like that. It was something of the sort. So a number of students were selected to do that, and I was part of those students. So this day when we went to have this our Skype call, there was this Sri Lankan girl who spoke about elephants and spoke about how they, was the way they interact with the elephants in their country. And then she went on to ask, are there elephants in Ghana? So normally what will happen is that somebody would opt to answer the question, or the facilitator will select someone to answer the question. So my hand was up. She was like, "You go, girl." Not in those exact words, but so I turned on my mic and I was like, there are no elephants in Ghana. The facilitator was like, are you sure? And then my colleagues were like, hey, something of the sort. But in my defense, elephants don't walk the streets of Accra, okay? This girl was talking about how people even ride the elephants and things like that. In Ghana, we don't do that. Until I remembered that there was an entire place called Sunyani. And Sunyani is like, it comes from Sunyani, which has to do with hunting elephant or cutting elephant meat or something of the sort. Man, it was a massive blow up. And there was this particular boy in the class who refused to forget that incident. Shame on him. Okay. Take away the shame. Next one. This time I was in uni. So we had come from vacation and I went to visit a friend of mine. Oh God, it was bad. A male friend. I was there for a while. We're talking, laughing, catching up on vacay and things that we did during the vacation. And when I was about to get up to leave, I realized that there's no pretty way to put this, okay? I stained his bed sheet. I don't know. My menses snuck up on me. Something came out and whatever. I was wearing a pair of jeans. So, like, when I get up, it's not something that will show. But as I was trying to get up, I just felt some girls, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. Oh Lord. It was like, dude, I think I stained your sheets. And he's like, oh, oh God, he was so cool about it. That guy is the real OG. Still today, he still is an OG. Mwah. I love him. He's just great. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. And then he just picked it up in such a swag and swerve way that his roommates didn't see. Thank you, Jesus. At the end, you're gonna have to share with me some of your most embarrassing stories, so you may want to stop giggling right now because you're compelled to share some of them with me, right? Because this is now to the latest one, which I currently consider the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me. Let me give you a background, okay? I was broke at the time. Being broke to me means that I have to step out and do stuff and I do not have a means of income. Otherwise, if I don't have a job and I don't have anywhere to go, I don't see why I call that broke, because I don't have the responsibility of paying rent and paying bills and buying food at the moment. So even if I don't have a job, I don't consider myself broke because I don't need money that much. Okay, so at this time in my life, I was broke because I had signed a contract with these people to do some work somewhere. It was supposed to be a month contract. They were supposed to pay me part of the money after a week and then give me the rest of the money when the whole time elapsed. And I didn't have money for TNT. Usually I don't need money for TNT because where am I going to? I'm just home, and my business is online or whatever, so I don't need to step out of my house. But because of these people, I had to step out of my house. Okay, now I borrowed money from my MTN mobile money. These people failed to pay me what they were supposed to pay me at the end of the first week, and even when the 1 month was over, they still didn't pay me until about like 5 or 6 months after the job was done. It was bad, and I was so broke. I failed to pay what I was owing MTN, so that had accumulated extra interest. And at that point, whatever steps into your account, MTN just claims it because you had borrowed money from them. You get me? So that was the situation I was in at that point. Now the guy I was dating at the time asked that I come visit him, and he said that. And when I went there was nobody home, so I was very, very pissed off because I was home. I don't like leaving my house. I mean, sue me. But if I have to leave my house, I'm leaving for a very, very good reason. So I went there was nobody home. I knocked, I called him and all that. I was pissed off. I got home, he called me frantic, like, oh my God, I just saw your missed calls. My phone was on silent, blah, blah, blah. Can you please come back? I'm so sorry. Can you please come back? I really want to see you. I was like, I'm gonna come back only because it's gonna be a sweet fight because I have the upper hand. Girls do that, don't judge me. Girls do that. Girls love that. Little upper hand, and we are all in for the fight because at the end of the day, you know that you are the one in the wrong, guy. All right, so this time I was ready to go. And then he said that he was going to send me some money so I withdraw for him on my way to his place because he didn't have a person to withdraw from at where he was. I had forgotten that I owed MTN money. So brother sent the money, and MTN was just like, claim you owe us money and you just got this 100 cedis in your account, so we are taking it. Bam. Oh my God, it is not my money. I don't have money to replace that money for this guy. Oh my God, I'm going to this fight with the upper hand. Do not mess this up for me. MTN, I am calling you. Do not mess this up for me. But it was already done. And as I was frantically trying to dial his number and then tell him that, oh my God, MTN he sent money again. People of the land, the height of my embarrassment, the person who was going in to fight because I know that I'm the one with the upper hand. Now I had to go in all apologetic and go and explain that I owe MTN money and so all your money is gone. And oh Lord, embarrassment upon embarrassment upon embarrassment. Charlie. And that sums up the 3 most embarrassing moments of my life. There are other embarrassing moments, but these ones are up like that, and they come to my mind from time to time. I'm like, ugh, can I just vanish? So let me know, has anything remotely close ever happened to you? Let me know. And what do you do when you're embarrassed like that? Charlie, it's like you want to have an out of body experience, like step out of your body and just look at yourself like, there's you happening to you. That kind of thing. But hey, life happens, you just go with it. I cannot come and go and keep myself. I mean, I see people doing some really embarrassing thing on the streets. I'm like, but then again, what's embarrassing to you may not be embarrassing to them. That's the end of today's episode of Pigeon City. Thank you so much for joining me on Pigeon City, the only city whose indigents are villagers. And like I'm going to start saying now, don't forget to live, laugh, and learn. Bye, villagers.